Gotta be real careful now around this ugly little city that they call Antioch. They're trying hard to gentrify this thing. I guarantee you, Antioch is rougher than where you live. 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, Antioch is literally rougher than where you live right now. Super quiet out here right now. It's super quiet and chill. The weather is absolutely perfect. It's probably about 59 degrees right now, and everything is absolutely phenomenal. Seems like it's gonna be an absolutely incredible day for a good ride, guys. I think that also this type of a landscape is the better landscape to try and find an insane asylum than if you had simply had sunny weather. I do think there's a little bit of drama that gets added by having some grayscale surroundings. So let's get right into this. Let's get loaded up. Let's get ready to go. Not a problem. Damn. Honestly, that's the one reason why I really think I want to do an e-bike conversion on this, because the frame is really solid. When you look at a Trek Marlin, really solid package, but I'm way more fit than that guy and he's smoking me. This is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah. All right, guys, I made it all the way back down the back side of that first hill, and it was all right, but I had the wind coming directly in my face, so I could only really go so fast for you. Honestly, I'm interested to see how the footage came out. It's the very first time I've had running the Hero 9 on the front fork, and I'm interested to, like I said, see what those results are going to be. Very first time also ever seen Starmine Base Camp occupied in my whole life. I've come here, I don't know, 54 million times, and I've never once seen it occupied, so this is kind of a first for me. Halfway up the backside of Starmine Trail here past the campsite. This is hard. This is hard. I'm a fit dude. I could walk a long distance, I could run a good distance, I could bike a significant distance. This is tough. So this place is absolutely infested with these crazy huge ants. I mean, look, they're huge compared to the ones that I've seen, but I mean, these are big ants to me. I don't remember these being out here. Maybe they're an invasive species. Everything's invasive now. Definitely know I don't want to get bit up by those big ants. Or a rattlesnake. Oh, there it is. There's no way they're letting people in there. Guaranteed. There's just no way they're still letting people in there. Say this. Mosquito City. Hey. Cool. That's cool. That doesn't naturally occur like that. See, guys, this is one of those things that I really can't stress enough. The evidence is there. You just have to know how to interpret it and look at it. This right here looks like a mound of earth. That's it, right? This is just a mound of earth, but it's not. This is actually more than likely, I would like bet my house on it, I am standing on a tailings pile from waste minerals that had no value when they were excavating the Star Mine, right? There's nothing else this could possibly be. This is absolutely a tailings pile. It's inconsistent with everything around it in the natural landscape. Guaranteed. This is tailings. We're looking into history. We're on the right track today. Canyon of Lost Souls. I don't know why it's called this. It just popped up on the Google Maps that day, or one day, as that's what it was called. And then here I am today, still continuing to call it as such. Not too much here nowadays. But look at this huge, precarious piece of rock. You could tell stuff's been falling. Not recently, obviously, it's covered in lichen, but still, things have been falling. I mean, that's a pretty recent break right there. Probably from the rains. And then there's spots like that one that have just had, you know, the elements drench over it for eons. Makes you wonder, like, where did these pieces of rock go? Were they used for something? Because, I mean, this is a huge concavity. Literally huge concavity. I'm very small comparatively to the space that's right there. And you got that shelf up there. I wonder how we could get up there and see what the deal is. Maybe there's a campsite or something. If I was camping, I would definitely like pick this spot up here. Good elevated position over everything. Seems like other people thought the same. So I don't know what's privately owned anymore and what's supposed to be a bike trail. There has been absolutely no trespassing signs whatsoever in the time that I've been here, but this sign did not exist with these stretches of barbed wire. So I'm not gonna go ahead and you know, purposely cross fences on film and do something that I'm not supposed to, especially if it is privately owned land. If it was my privately owned land, I'd be out here with a rifle. But that's West Hartley. That's the remnants of West Hartley right there. And I'll go ahead and throw it up on the Google images for you guys as well. But the last time I rode this was not washed out. You can see there's this huge fissure in the earth. So check it out. It's truly massive. This is where it absolutely becomes just 100% undeniable that this was a settlement at one point. You can see the trees are absolutely not native. Those cypress trees grow nowhere else. They probably had a residence right there. Probably had something that was centered in those palm and cypress trees over there. Let's pop the drone up and see what we see. Alright guys, so just to suspect that there was actually a structure out there, but at this point it's nothing more than a foundation in ruins, and I'm not willing to go ahead and go get bit by a rattlesnake in the rubble to see nothing, especially when that's not what we came to see. Alright guys, so at this point it looks like we've got more disappointments than I would say successes today. Google Earth is not proving to be as accurate as I had hoped, and at this point I'm not seeing the signs of what I had wanted to. This is the location of the previous ANTIOCH slaughterhouse. This is the location of the previous ANTIOCH slaughterhouse, and it looks like it's been completely leveled. There's absolutely nothing here. You kind of see that the foundations are still there, but ultimately it's nothing more than a husk of what it previously was. This is Hell's Gates. This is the illustrious ANTIOCH Hell's Gates today, 2023. I haven't been here in an incredibly long time. I didn't expect it to be like this, but the internet is a place where many people say many things and only some of them are true. But no matter what, I had to come out here and see for myself. I mean, 10 years ago, this place was the Wild West. This place was way more unfenced and more open than it is currently. So I definitely didn't expect to come out here and find nothing but fences today. All right, guys, we've made it to the next little abandonment tour location on our trek, and as long as we don't see any no trespassing signs, and as long as there's no locked gates, we're gonna check this one out for sure. Oh dude, it's wide open. There's literally nothing legally preventing me at this point, with no trespassing signs anywhere and no gates of any type. I'm literally just exploring an abandonment. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. We're gonna check it out. Typically when you see an area where you think there may have potentially been habitation, look at the trees. Only people would plant palm trees here. There's no local native palm trees, so only people would do that. Oh, there's a standing structure. Is this like the last standing structure here? Oh, this is spooky. There's something about abandonments that just is low-key scary. I don't know what it is. It does feel like I'm walking on what used to be pavement. Yeah, there's pieces of asphalt still left here, so this was fairly developed. Be careful for snakes here. I'm so glad I got my shit with me. Fairly recent. I want to make it very unmistakably clear. I don't come to places like this to take anything. There's literally nothing I'm going to take from this place except video and pictures. I come to places like this because it's fascinating. Good place to get bit by a rattlesnake. Looks like there may have been more to the structure here. There's almost nothing left here, but it still feels super eerie. It's like you could almost feel there used to be more. There was so much more you can tell. Oh my God, ancient ironing board from like 1824. Oh, now this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets interesting to me. Okay. Basement, steps, stem wall foundation. There was more structures. Spooky. Oh, dang. Holy shit, that is literally a hole into the earth right there. There is stuff in there. There is no way out. Oh my God. Yo, I bet there are some tails inside that hole. That's a huge shopping cart wherever they got it from. Where does this foundation go to? I have to remember that this is all literally hollow under here. It looks like this is all hollow, so I want to watch my step very carefully. I'll tell you right now, that's definitely an old carbon filter, so there's more than meets the eye here, more than meets the eye. Hey, look at that. Old concrete. Now look at square-headed bolts. Whatever this was with this foundation was fairly expansive. I'm gonna try and find some Google images to go ahead and corroborate this. This guy just fell in on itself. Super healthy asbestos tiles, nice. Looks like just an old barn. Oh, the cows are moving in. Cows are moving in on us. When I come to spots like this, I always get lost a little bit just in like the history of what I'm walking on, right? Because I mean, I'm just walking on what looks to me like dirt, but this was literally a place where people carved their lives out of this incredibly harsh landscape of the East Bay coal fields. Now obviously it's being taken by the corrosion of time, but little things like this, they do show that the things that we have may outlive us, and definitely humanity leaves a mark anywhere it goes. Let's take one last look at this building over here. It's probably one of the more recent things to fall over. This one burned. This one definitely burned. I mean, all the way down to the studs on the ground here. Oh, impalement? Does this have one of those things too? Does this thing have one of those open pits too? With all these open pits everywhere. Holy shit. Shit, oh my god. Terrifying. No, this is just a fire pit. This is low-key just a fire pit. Thought it was another one of those cisterns into the ground. What's that though? I'll say this, if you were to fall in a hole out here, they're never, ever, ever, ever in a billion years gonna find you. This is the final bomb back towards the truck. Very last part of the journey. Alright guys, so I think we definitely explored everything that was available for us to explore, along with some bonus items along the way. I was really happy to see no gates, no signs, no nothing at that one abandoned property that we were able to find. And honestly, that thing was kind of a gem in the rough. I didn't expect it to be as interesting as it actually was. Kind of had the adrenaline going there. Hope you guys really enjoyed today's episode. I know it's kind of a change of pace from the guns and ammo, but by the same token, you know, life takes balance, and this is one of those things that balances my life out. If you liked today's episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on today's videos, as well as when these videos come out. When the dog photo bomb my videos segment, that's when you want to subscribe for more, and I'll catch you boys in the next one.